Hello, everybody. It is me, Dukect, here, live. Once again, here live on Dukect Lounge on the eve of AwesomeCon, where I am going, and I am going to hopefully meet up with some interesting people. I hope I meet up with some fans and everyone else around there in the DC, the whole DC, the DMV, the DC, Maryland, and Virginia. The whole black nerd fan base and so on and so forth. I will show a video of all the interesting cosplay when I'm there as well. And I'm also going to be spending some of the hard-earned, not really hard-earned money, but some cash on some, bit of swag and other things that I will be gorging myself on. So, some games and, the yada stuff there, and probably some autographs and some people saying what's up on the camera this time. Anyway, what is up? Wow. And what this week was interesting in the world of video games, it was the big show of this E3, E3 2017. I have done many of the nice little things there on the YouTube channel, and also with my friend True Story Seamus. Really cool guy. Let me be a part of his little E3 celebrations and such. And quite honestly, there was some really good stuff from E3. Big things popping. Big things popping, little things stopping. So here we are. Let's take a look at one of the big things that talked about E3. Let's talk over the first ones was EA, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about EA. EA. They were the first ones outside the gate, and, well, they had some interesting things. First up, Madden 2018 is going to have its first ever playable scoring mode, and it is called Long Shot. And you have the stereotypical guy who comes in out of nowhere and tries to build himself up. And it looks like it'd be a very interesting little thing. Maybe this one might be, possibly be buying Madden again. Maybe not, but hey, any little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Because Lord knows I need something to get back to the Madden franchise. Something. Other than just playing the same game over and over again. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. And let's continue with that personal opinion as we go on to another one. EA also talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2, which basically looks like to be Star Wars. The other Battlefront 2 came out in 2005. But honestly, it looked a little too, kind of, a little bit sandboxy. Like they just put old heroes, you could cut Star Wars heroes at any time period and play them at any time place, which is okay, but I like structure in my games, and I like the fight with the old Battlefront, the old one. They actually said you have a specific time period of actual having these heroes and everything else unlocked. You had Boba Fett's dad on one occasion. You had, say, Darth Maul or General Grievous, I think it is. Yeah, that's his name. Oh, yeah, Obo, yeah, this, that, the other. You don't have, Darth Vader fighting against, Darth Vader taking on, a Rey from, all that type of stuff. So, you don't have that. You need to build that up. You need to do something, have structure, have that type of thing. And also the story mode looks somewhat interesting as you're fighting against the Empire, even though it looks like he's kind of and hopefully it's going to be at least a good single player, something good, something hopefully reminiscent of the Star Wars, the Galactic Conquest of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the first time they did it. Here's hoping they will do something and make something positive. Need to See Payback is basically doing the whole Fast and Furious thing, which is okay. Anthem EA did an announcement of Anthem. Also, I love the presenters of EA. You had that one dude who was basically like Robbie E, who basically took a whole lot of Valium and just looked like he was totally just on drugs the entire time, trying to get to his name to know what it was doing. Let's see. You got FIFA 18. I don't care. And that's pretty much was EA. It was okay. Next was Microsoft. First off, you have Xbox One X, which is the official name of Project Scorpio, and the Xbox One X price will be $500. Yeesh! And it will be announced, goes on sale on November 7th. And another big news, which I really enjoy, and I know it probably won't, data don't like it and everything else, is that backwards compatibility. The original, not only you had the 360 games on the Xbox, or on Xbox One, but also the original Xbox games will be backwards compatible with the Xbox One family, which is amazing. And I love that because it actually connects to other people from the past so they don't forget about it. And not only that, you have games they can sit back and play. And that's what made the PS2 the PS2 so get people they I got they should have done this out of the box so that hey, you know what, the new games are coming, but for right now you have the PS1 library, and it kept growing and growing and growing. That was the reason why I did. Nowadays, it's sad that people seem to forget about backwards compatibility. Backwards compatibility is a good thing. That sort of thing, but that's just me. You have Forza 7 looks like it's going to be something for the Xbox One racing game. Yay. Crackdown 3 looks mildly interesting. Anthem looks like it's going to be, Destiny with a BioWare skin. With the release in 2008. Assassin's Creed Origins looks really good. I like that. Also, it's going to be, all the 4K stuff was there. Sea of Thieves looked interesting. Middle Earth, Shadow of War, that looks good. Cuphead is finally getting released on September 29th. So, yeah, it looks something that I can actually, there was some really good stuff here of EA, and I'm hopeful that you have, my hope is that these games, these new games, Middle East, Shadow of War, Sea of Thieves, I'm interested in these, but I do worry about the whole 4K stuff, because a lot, it looks like, when I see 4K TVs, I'm just like, will this be the new standard? People are not going to, because it costs like $3,000. It's not, not like say 1080p or something. Because honestly, I'll probably get my 1080 or anything else. That'll be the new stuff here. I'm not going to get the 4K TVs, not just yet. Cost is way too high. Also, Metro Exodus looks really good. Some people will like that. I think there's some really positive stuff here about it. I mean, it's first-person shooter. It looks really, it's in Moscow. It's after the nuclear war. And hopefully that will not happen to us anytime soon. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's a very interesting type of game and everything. It looks like really good. And you can, something that will pass the time when you have an Xbox One. Let's see. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That looks really beautiful. It looks, because a lot of people seem to really enjoy the original Ori and the Blind Forest. So I think this could be something really good. It looks beautiful. I'm not really much of a graphic, but I do love the actual look of the Ori and just everything that looks beautiful. It's just like gothic, but yet beautiful type of game. So I can't wait to see what's that. Cuphead will finally come out. I can't wait for that. Who cares about Forza? State of Decay 2, teamwork, research hunting. Okay, I'm down with that. I think overall Microsoft did a pretty good press conference as well. So, right. Next up, we have Bethesda. Okay, so Wolfenstein 2 is official and it's releasing. Bethesda press conference felt, God, everything was VR. VR. And I'm just hearing this VR. It looks to me a company that they're trying so hard to cash in on fad that at the end of the day is not going to really catch on. I understand there's some people who love VR. They just like, ooh, it's going to be great. But me, I just don't think it's going to, people are really going to get onto it because this, right, unless you're going to really get something that is not going to be so, when you look at VR and see how it is, how it functions, it looks nice, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be really usable. It won't be usable for people just like without someone being, dizzy or force feedback. You just someone's like, okay, bam, hit something. I'm like, I don't see anything, but in the game I don't see anything. But somewhere I hit something. Holy crap! What is that? That sort of thing. It breaks your immersion of it. The immersion is ruined, I say, because of that type of the break and everything else. And people won't have enough space to have it, and that's another issue: space, time, money, everything is set up. I think VR is not going to be. I think in 2 or 3 years from now, people are going to look back on this and say, "My gosh, why did we waste so much time on VR?" And the same for the Sony press conference too. But we'll get to that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to that press conference. So what else? The Evil Within 2, aka everyone drinking milk. It looks everyone was like in milk or in like some white cream or another substance that I will not say because I'm trying to keep this as a family show. I know what your comments are thinking, but keep those dirty thoughts out. But yeah, it looked like, it looks very interesting, but I'm still not going to buy it. Looks, And besides, like I say, I'm not going to buy any Bethesda game because, the way they handled that idiotic trademark law dispute from, Pray to Gods for that game Pray, had to force the Kickstarter game to change their name and such. And that's why I decided to not buy any and support any of Bethesda's products. I will continue that, even though the Nintendo Switch is going to get Skyrim. And I'm getting mine is coming tomorrow or today. I got to take a look outside. It might come out tonight or tomorrow. So, it might be when I'm actually having fun, having fun out to the people and everything else, being around the people at Awesome Con. So, that's the thing. But yeah. But another big thing is the Bethesda Creation Club. It's the selling mods. Oh, yes. They're having paid mods for Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Yeah. That's going to go over so well, Bethesda. Keep killing that golden goose and everything. Also, Quake Champions, that's a thing. And Wolfenstein 2, where people are just pissed off because Nazis and now they're saying killing and everything else. Look, it looks like a fun game that looks like someone's, at the end of the day, someone's tripping on hallucinogens and talking to a funny lizard. A little lizard. Whatever. So, and yeah, it was just one Scott. And by the way, the whole segment was trying to be like a Nintendo Direct, but it just felt flat. There was a PC gaming show, and I don't care. Oh, but the original Age of Empires is coming on to modern day PCs. Oh, with actually, well, this is interesting. It's gonna be a remaster of Age of Empires. I'm just gonna see it. Okay, if that's the thing, I might go and look into it. Let's see what else. Ubisoft. This is the press conference I liked. It was yes, best thing you have Miyamoto coming out with that weird gun for the whole Mario and Rabbids game. This whole Kingdom Battle, which everyone was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be terrible. But once people start looking at it, people started to like it. The way the combat, the graphics, everything. The way how the play style, and I'm not really into the play. I'm not much of a tactical RPG, but this stuff looks interesting, and I love the fact they're doing it with these type of characters because the Nintendo and Ubisoft can see and they can actually say, you know what, these characters will already draw money for this, and not only that, they can actually experiment. they actually could do these type of weird type of play styles. And I honestly wish more game studios would do that. Yeah, I know they're going to be a hit, but let's try to do experimentation. Let's do something that never been done before. I think that will be more, at the end of the day, a more positive influence in the industry. A lot more positive influence. Because if you just continue to be this stagnant, especially Ubisoft, they need to do something more, better, a lot more stuff here. Next is, well, we have a Just Dance. I have to say, shout out to the Dancing Sub-Zero. Skull and Bones looks to be really fun. I think it's going to be really good. Assassin's Creed Origins stuff, too, coming out October 27th. I would say people don't pre-order it. Wait till the game comes out to get it. That's all I'm going to say that. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is happening. Sadly, it's a prequel, but it's happening. And we have to support it. I might actually consider pre-ordering this thing. Bugs and glitches and all. Just to see if they can continue the dang story. But also, another good thing, and by the way, I still have the game for the Xbox and download the HD remaster for the Xbox 360. I might do a stream with that soon. Far Cry 5. A lot of people were just, like I said, people were like, yeah, it's dead. I didn't care. It looked fun. I might play it. Next up, we have Sony. Oh my gosh, the VR. All of the VR was here. You had everything from just Skyrim, Bravo Team, The Impatient, all these things. They're trying so hard with this VR gimmick. They're doing just everything on VR and hoping this thing works. I don't think it's going to work. I think this is going to blow back in their faces, and when that happens, they're going to be like, man, why in the world why no one buying the VRs? It costs too much. No one buying VR. You know why nobody's buying VR? The cost is too much. The cost of entry is too much. And probably don't have room to do it. And it's very cumbersome. And you only can play for 10 to 30 minutes. Nothing. You can't really do anything. But, yeah. Also, you have Call of Duty World War II. Because, hey, Activision has to basically cop the whole the Battlefield 1, which also got DLC from EA. EA to talk about DLC, with some really good DLC for Battlefield 1, which I actually can't wait to play. Went on and everything. It looks really, really good. So I gotta get across to that. Yeah, I forgot about talking about that. Another thing I actually looked like this from that is Dad of War, who I'm sorry, I cannot root for Kratos. He has done too many things wrong. He has done too many things negative to really be somewhat of a positive protagonist. Why? I honestly wish it was Kratos' brother. They built him up for so long, and then they didn't really use him. So why not have him instead of this person who committed so many sins to a point that there is no redemption for Kratos at all? I'm sorry, there is legitimately no room for redemption for this character. I think the game's going to be decent. I think it's going to be good and it'll be fun. But at the end of the day, there is no redemption for Kratos. There is none whatsoever. Also, Spider-Man is basically cosplaying as Batman. The new Spider-Man game. Which looks fun, but he's basically Batman. He has his Captain Gordon / Oracle in his ear. He's doing stealth sections. I felt like I was like watching Arkham City in HD. I'm like, oh god, he's doing the Batman. Don't be Batman. You're Spider-Man. Don't be Batman. And then instead of having facing his regular Rose Gallery, we get this nobody come up saying he's in charge of soup kitchens. Now he's just this big bad coming out and taking Peter Parker to task. And I'm like, no, this ain't. Now I'm like, you put Kingpin to the side and you get this dude? Seriously, not the Sinister Six? Not anyone else, just this random dude who no one knows or cares about. No one reads comics anymore. Who the heck is this guy? And why? And by the way, who is the heck is the police officer in Spider-Man's ear? I don't remember much of Spider-Man being cool with the police department, unless it's just a recent change and they're adding Miles Morales now and everything else. I don't know why. It just doesn't add up for me, in my personal opinion. But yeah, and also Destiny 2 is going to have some exclusive content that will be not when no one's going to use after like 3 weeks. So, let's see. The last one. Nintendo. I believe some people have been very excited for this. Nintendo has done some really good stuff. First off, a mainline Pokemon game is coming to the Switch one day, so that's got people excited. Super Mario Odyssey got a brand new trailer, which is nice new music that looks great. I like that, and it's on October 27th. I thought it was going to be in December, but no, it's going to be October 27th. Looks really good. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is receiving not one but 2 DLCs, even though this was pretty much said on the Nintendo Direct that they will be getting multiple DLCs over the year. Metroid, they're not one but 2 Metroid games are coming for the Switch, coming from Nintendo. You have Metroid Samus Returns, which is basically another Metroid 2 remake, which I bet those guys like, ooh, whoa, this is gonna be interesting because there's probably a reason why Nintendo canceled that fan game because of that type of stuff. So, and second, you have Metroid Prime 4, which is coming to the Switch, and I, as a fan of the Metroid Prime series, especially 3, I actually like Metroid Prime 3. I haven't played Metroid Prime 2. I might get that at AwesomeCon. I might get the whole collection for the Wii. I actually do like Metroid Prime series. I do like it. I played it when it was really good. Very just this first person adventure. It's slow, but when you kept playing and doing all these things, I really did enjoy it. So then I really think something like Metroid really got right there. Even though Metroid Prime 3 was a little heavy on the action, now with the Switch, I wonder what they're going to do with this type of stuff. Are they going to lean for the action? Or are they going to be more explorative? And are they going to have DLC? And if Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC does go well, are they going to do more of DLC? That's going to be the question. Also, Rocket League is going to be there as well. Let's see. There's actually going to be some other stuff. I can't wait to see more. There's going to be some really good stuff for the Switch. I think there's going to be some really good things coming for the Switch in the next couple this year. And also, there was some good English dialogue for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's coming out next year. I think holiday 2017. I don't think it's going to come out this year. I think it will be delayed and will be coming out next year. And, I think that's going to be something most people are going to be pissed off at, but that's my personal opinion. I think this is going to be a very interesting, there's some really good stuff here. I'm hopeful. I really am hopeful that Nintendo will have to try, because their Switch is in a very popular place right now. And I know that Nintendo can at least get on a good thing this time. Hopefully they will. I know they will. At least I think I do. Anyway, that's it for the E3. I'll talk, if you want me to talk more into this, give me a call at 724-444-7444, and the call ID connecting me, Duke CT, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And once again, the phone number is 724-444-7444. And if you can't call in, remember the chat room's on lock. You can see the chat right here. And not only that, you can leave a comment here so you can actually share this and talk about what type of games and everything that will be spoken about here on E3. What was your great moments? What was your not great moments? What do you think the companies did who won E3? Honestly, if I got an opinion, it is a truly top. Ubisoft did a really good job. Nintendo did a really good job too. I think they did some really good stuff here. But I would say by a hair, I think I honestly think this Ubisoft wins barely because they have most of the games coming out this year. It looks really fun. Nintendo, I think they came just their 1B. I think they have a lot of good games that are coming out, but some of them are coming out in 2018, and some we don't know anything about the whole Pokemon game stuff and all these other stuff that are going to be coming out for this year as well. We don't know when Metro Prime's coming out. We don't know when these type of things. Maybe in Direct will tell us, but I think it's going to be coming out not only in 2018, I think it will come out in 2019. But that's just my personal opinion. But hey, I think that they did great. The only ones I did not like was Bethesda, and I didn't like EA's. That's just my personal opinion. But then, I think it was a pretty good E3 for the most part. I actually left very happy and overjoyed. And by the way, someone at Twitch is going to probably get fired because of the stupid audio issue I had with the PlayStation conference. I couldn't even hear any of the dialogue for like 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't hear anything. So yeah, someone on Twitch really screwed up. So it was just on Twitch, not on YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take a small little break here. We're gonna come right back and talk about something that I am pretty okay with. I'm pretty likable. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view, the WWE Money in the Bank preview for 2017, as we are not only getting not one Money in the Bank match for this WWE Heavyweight Championship, but also we're getting the first ever women's SmackDown Money in the Bank contract. It's just going to be interesting, and I will tell you who's going to win, who's going to lose, and that's pretty much my preview. Thank you very much. I will be right back right after this. What music thing should I play, everybody? Woo, let's see. I am in a mood. You know what I am in the mood for? Something good. Something that's actually really hot and heavy. All right, let's see. All right, how about Super Mario RPG Boosters Tarantino OC Remix by DJ Pretzel? We will be listening to that, and afterwards we will be going to WWE's Money in the Bank preview for 2017. Thank you so much for listening here on the Dukect Lounge, live on TalkShoe.com. We'll be right back right after this. Live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect, here on TalkShoe.com. Also, you can find me on the Freaking Awesome Network, also on ManicExpression.com, and on YouTube, and on vid.me, and on anywhere I can put the video up. So let's get this thing started. Let's take a look at the WWE Money in the Bank ladder match. Not ladder, but Money in the Bank. Well, we're going to be 2 ladder matches. So let's go and talk about the first one. I think this will be the first. The ladies will be going first, I believe. It will be the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match, as we have Becky Lynch taking on Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Natalya versus Tamina in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the first time ever. Historically, I see this will be for... I think this is going to be for the women's chance to become the first time a women's Money in the Bank holder. That means they can cash in for 1 year. Cash in on the champion. Cash in on the women's SmackDown Women's Champion. I think, honestly, I foresee Carmella winning Money in the Bank. The reason why is that they keep sleeping on it. They have been suddenly building her up, and she's been in the background. She's been doing all this type of stuff, and being ahead with being with the whole welcoming community. She started the whole thing up. I do see her winning. I think it will be something of a good heat match, something like that, to really get the whole first ever women's champion first Money in the Bank, and have her win it in a very badly scenarios and such, and hold the belt for a while. I think she and Carmella do get like a reaction, a very positive, like for villains and heels. I think she does have that, and she's actually gotten better. So I see her winning the match as a shocking favorite that people are like, we don't know who's going to do it. I think it could be win, or you could have Charlotte Flair. But I honestly, I don't know why, but I just got this feeling Carmella is going to steal this chance to become the first ever Money in the Bank winner, women's Money in the Bank ladder. I don't know. I just got that weird feeling. Next up is the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, as the Usos are going to take the New Day into the Usos Penitentiary. I see the Usos retaining the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions via shenanigans. And I think the New Day will continue to be around, but I think they actually will do something in the mid-card. I honestly see, do something and not hold the tag team titles. I don't want them just to stay as tag team. I think the Usos should hold the belts for a while. And heck, I would rather have the Fashion Police, Breezango, come in and cuff them and take them down for the chance to become tag team champions. I think that would be a more interesting story. That's what I would say. Then next up, we have the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match, as Naomi taking on Lana in her first ever match, which is for the Women's Championship. I think Naomi will win here, and I think it'll be a decent match. I think it'll be something at least somewhat decent. The crowd does like Naomi, and they love Lana, regardless where she is. Villain or hero, babyface or heel. I think this could be something really good in Naomi. It would be a shocking twist, but I think Naomi will come back and win and retain her championship. Even though it'll actually be a bit of a karmic lesson for Naomi to actually lose the belt to Lana. But hey, like I said, I think Naomi will continue to hold the belt. Next up is the male Money in the Bank ladder match, as we have AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, taking on Dolph Ziggler, the United States Champion, the face of America, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the artist Shinsuke Nakamura, who's going to be an awesome con. In fact, Charlotte and Nakamura are going to be awesome. So I'm probably going to take a picture with them. So, and probably look completely foolish, but who cares? But I think it's going to be a very interesting match. I see Baron Corbin winning the match and him feuding with Sami Zayn for the right to hold the belt, hold the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think that will be a very good match, and I think Baron will finally win, and he will cash in against the winner of the main event of the evening, as it is WWE Champion Jinder Mahal, Hardbody Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, taking on the Viper Randy Orton in his hometown in St. Louis, Missouri. Jinder Mahal shocked the world, defeating Randy Orton, and honestly, I see him shocking the world maybe yet again. Have Jinder Mahal retain the championship, but Randy Orton gets RKO'd, takes him out. Then Baron Corbin comes in, cashes in the Money in the Bank or something like that. Or they just continue this whole thing for a while, and then have him lose the title maybe around SummerSlam. Though I don't see people say he's gonna have his long JBL type reign. I don't see that happening. I see Jinder Mahal losing that belt probably around July, and then him floating right back down to the mid card, maybe getting the United States Championship by the end of the year. And probably looking a lot stronger with that. But that would be my opinion. And I could be wrong. Overall, I think this will be a decent pay-per-view. Not the best pay-per-view. I think it will be better than Extreme Rules. And that won't be hard because I think the main event will probably be a little bit, will not be as good as what it was in Extreme Rules. But I do think the women's matches will be better. And I do think the Money in the Bank ladder match will be actually really good as well. And the tag team match will be better. And that will be pretty much. I think that all the matches here could be somewhat decent to actually pretty good. Then again, that's my opinion. And I am actually looking forward a bit to Money in the Bank. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will take my leave. Thank you so much for listening here live on the Dukect Lounge. And remember, you can find me on the Dukect / YouTube. Because YouTube, you can find me at Dukect. Also, you can find this also on Manic Expression and Frost, the Freaking Awesome Network, and on VidMe, and also on iTunes. And thank you so much for listening. And that's it for me, Dukect. You will hear me next week. And hopefully I will get my Marine 5 review hopefully the week later, and I will have it all done. Then it's on to the road to the 50th review, and I can't wait to show y'all because it's going to be really awesome. Anyway, that's it for me, Dukect. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.